In the vibrant city of Houston, the promise of a new beginning turned into a nightmare for Dominique Jefferson, a 33-year-old mother of three, who, just 3 days after receiving a heartwarming New Year's Eve proposal, met a tragic and untimely end. Dominique, also known as Pretty, resided in Houston, Texas, where she used to manage upcoming artists and passionately promoted events. Her life seemed to take a promising turn when she met Kendrick Akins in October of 2019. Akins, a 39-year-old man who, by all appearances, seemed to be the perfect partner. Their love story reached a heartfelt proposal within 3 months of meeting and captured the hearts of family and friends alike. On a beautiful eve of New Year's Day, Kendrick went beyond the ordinary and live-streamed his proposal to Dominique on Facebook. The video showed Kendrick wearing a white t-shirt and the words "Dominique, will you marry me?" written on the front. Seated on a couch with a blindfold, Dominique eagerly awaited the moment that would change her life. Kendrick, with love in his eyes, revealed an engagement ring, sealing their commitment to each other. The celebration went through social media, with Dominique sharing videos and photos, joyously saying, "Happy New Year to us 2020, it's up there." However, this beautiful love story took a distressing turn just 3 days later. On a fateful night at around 11:50 p.m., Dominique was headed to pick someone up from work, but her car didn't start. She tried to jumpstart her vehicle using Kendrick's car. However, this seemingly ordinary situation took a sharp turn when Kendrick shouted, "Don't touch my car." She attempted to fix the car's battery to get the car running, but Kendrick continued to yell. Dominique found herself in a heated argument with Kendrick in the parking lot of her apartment building on Hollyview Drive. The dispute intensified as Kendrick, in a fit of rage, grabbed Dominique's cell phone and violently threw it against the hard surface, destroying it. In the midst of the rising tension, Kendrick reached for a gun, and Dominique uttered the haunting words, "Go ahead, shoot me." Ruthlessly, Kendrick pointed the gun at Dominique's chest and fired a fatal shot, ending her life. Kendrick, after committing this heinous act, went back to his apartment for a brief time. However, the nightmare didn't end there. Two people who witnessed the crime were talking about what to do next when Kendrick reappeared. He shot at one of them, who jumped in the bushes and played dead to avoid being shot at again. After shooting at the witness, Kendrick went over to Dominique, snatched her cell phone, and fled the scene. The unspeakable crime left Dominique's family shattered. Just days after the joyous proposal, the woman they knew as a loving mother and successful entrepreneur was gone. Police were called at the 5500 block of Hollyview Drive in Northwest Houston, and then the investigation started. Dominique's family, shattered and heartbroken, was dealing with the shocking reality that their daughter, newly engaged and full of life, had become the victim of a senseless crime. By the time officers arrived, Kendrick had left the parking lot. Witnesses identified him as the victim's fiancé, leading police to search for him. At midday on Saturday, he went to the police station for questioning. However, he was later arrested after the police recognized his identity. He then faced serious charges of murder and assault with intent to cause harm. The man accused of killing his fiancée just days after proposing is now officially charged with murder. Kendrick Akins, aged 39, willingly surrendered to the police a few hours after the shooting incident in Northwest Houston on Hollyview. Jefferson's sister expressed her grief, stating, "Nobody deserves to die like that. I'm not going to let her die in vain, but I am going to celebrate her life as we know it." She then shared that Kendrick had proposed to Dominique on Facebook Live on New Year's Eve. She expressed genuine confusion, asking why he would do such a thing. He had declared his love and proposed on a joyous occasion, but tragically, he's now accused of killing Dominique Jefferson, the mother of three, who had just gotten engaged on New Year's Eve. Her mother, initially overjoyed by the proposal, now mourns the loss of her daughter. The mother thought her daughter had found the man of her dreams, but it turned out to be her worst nightmare. The couple had been together for about 3 months, Jefferson's family claimed that they'd never heard of any problems in the relationship. They described him as polite and nice. Her family said Jefferson has 3 kids, aged 11, 6, and 4, and ran a business to support African American women in the arts. A young rapper who captured their proposal video was happy with their relationship at that time. Reflecting on it, the rapper mentioned feeling content and happy. However, when this incident happened, she expressed disbelief. She said, "Man, how could you do this? You just proposed. How could you do this?" Kendrick faced additional charges for firing a shot at a witness who tried to intervene. The judge set bond for both charges at $250,000. Dominique's mother regretted not diving deeper into Kendrick's background, especially considering he proposed just 3 months after their initial meeting. Kendrick's previous criminal record includes a charge of assault on a family member in the past. This highlights the importance of thorough background checks and extensive relationships, especially when marriage is involved. Dominique's mother expressed her initial misjudgment of Kendrick's character by saying, "He was very polite, very nice, but I guess I was wrong." She thought her daughter had met the man of her dreams, only to be confronted with the harsh reality. "He took my baby. This is my baby daughter. I'm trying to process this, but it's hard. Not only did a mother lose her daughter, but 3 children had their mother ripped from their lives." Dominique's daughter, Shania Hunter, shares in the family's grief. Denied the chance to see her, her thoughts immediately turned to her own daughter, Shauna, and Dominique's 2 sons. Dominique's mother, in her sorrow, emphasizes her desire for her daughter to be remembered as a loving and hardworking individual. Oh, her logic was hustle life. Nobody deserves to die like that. The grieving family hoped that Dominique's tragic death can serve as a powerful message for others who may be trapped in violent and harmful relationships. After spending a couple of days in jail, Kendrick requested protective custody. He claimed he was threatened by Dominique's brothers, who coincidentally were in the same jail with him. He requested the court to shield him from these perceived dangers. Dominique's mother responded to this plea saying, "He doesn't deserve anything. He doesn't deserve to live, and that's how I feel about it with no filter." In less than a week, Kendrick transformed from a doting fiancé to an accused murderer. Dominique's mother said, "He promised me he was going to take care of my daughter. He was going to cherish my daughter. He was going to love her. He was going to be there for her. And he lied, he killed my daughter. He doesn't deserve a bond. He doesn't deserve anything." In memory of Dominique Jefferson, a loving mother, daughter, and a friend, may her tragic story ignite conversations about domestic violence, prompt action, and serve as a stark warning for those in harmful relationships. Join us in remembering Dominique and in the collective effort to prevent such heart-wrenching stories from repeating. If you found this video valuable, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to stay updated for new content. And don't be afraid to share your thoughts and reactions in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next video.